Every bride wants to look her most beautiful on the day she says I do, even if it means resorting to military-style discipline to get in shape. Bridal Boot Camp is a workout program designed to slim down and tone up brides for the big day. The drill sergeant is personal trainer Mark Benjamini. He joins us now with bride-to-be Audrey Parkinson and a couple of bridesmaids that we'll get to in a minute. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Bridal Boot Camp. It sounds hilarious, but that you started this last year. How come?
Well, it was the brainchild of a client of mine who had gone away on vacation and hadn't worked out for a little while. And she came back and she says, well, she was getting married, and she says, Mark, I haven't been working out for a while. Work me hard. It's time for bridal boot camp, and that just kind of got it started.
What a great idea! And you brought some bridesmaids to be and bride-to-be, and an instructor here to show us some of the exercises. And I guess you put them through the paces. Are there specific parts of the body that brides want? To, you know, the waist. What?
Well, what I've in speaking to some people who are getting married, most ladies who I've talked to have shown interest in developing their arms and their shoulders for sleeveless dress, that type of thing. So it does a lot of work on the upper body, the arms, the shoulders, and it also focuses on the legs and the butt area as well.
Okay, so how long do you have to be in bridal boot camp before, you know, what do you suggest?
Well, I mean, I always suggest any type of exercise program like this, you know, you continuously go, you know, you do for a long period of time. But something like this, depending on the individual, you could see some results, you know, in a few weeks, depending on the individual. Again, I don't want to make any sort of infomercial type of promises.
Right, right.
But for some people, you can see some results right away. For other people, it'll take longer.
A little bit longer.
Absolutely.
What are some of the specific exercises? I know the instructor is putting them through the paces over here, but I mean, is there a set? Like, do you have to repeat? Do they switch that often? I know she's got a stopwatch.
Yeah, you see, it's a circuit training type program. What I designed this program to do is to just work a single body part for a short period of time, and then they move on while they're still fresh. That way they're not burnt out. What they're doing here, there's only 3 exercises that they're doing here. There's actually about 9 in the program. Each one works a specific body part.
Okay, switch.
We do it for about 30 seconds. We're only doing 10 for this particular demonstration, but they do it for about 30 seconds while they're still fresh, and then they move on to the next one so that they're continuously exercising. They don't like conk out halfway through.
Yeah, right.
So it's more efficient that way.
And it is very different. I mean, you're a personal trainer. I tried you, and you've got your own gym, and this is very different than other programs that you would have for your individual clients. Say.
Yeah. I designed this to be have a little bit more variety. It's a little bit. It's just stuff that people don't usually do. Medicine ball push-ups, for example, they're great for the triceps and the chest, but they're different than
standard
push-ups.
How is the medicine ball push-up developing, you know, what does it do that a normal push-up couldn't do?
Well, the narrower grip helps to develop the arms a little bit more, and plus, because it's a bit of an unstable base, it helps to develop the shoulder girdle a little bit more as well.
I'm skimming, of course, the cardio.
Sure. Well, the cardio, Audrey's demonstrating the cardio with the skipping in this instance, but there are other cardio aspects to it as well. And plus, when you're moving fast from one exercise to the next, you keep your heart rate up.
What kind of reaction have you had to this bridal boot camp? Really?
Yeah, it started almost a little bit as a joke, but then it just exploded. We put a little piece in a local magazine, and almost instantly we got all kinds of press on it. It was really, really something.
Okay, and is this right? Is Audrey your fiancée?
Audrey is my fiancée, yes.
So you're keeping this all in the family? You can't work her too hard. You might get angry with you.
She works me harder than I could ever work.
Is that right? Okay, so you several weeks before, 8 weeks before, whatever it is, would be ideal, depending on what people can do. But how long, when they come in to the gym, say, how many minutes are they there?
Oh, how long is the actual
class?
Between 45 and 55 minutes is usually how long it goes. And like I said, with the short intervals, you can continuously exercise throughout it. You know, if we were doing 2-minute or 3-minute intervals, you might be knocked out, you know, by the end of the 2nd minute and not be able to complete the whole interval. So by doing short intervals, you're moving from one to the next really quickly.
It sounds that it could be more than just bridal boot camp. I mean, this is a really good exercise regime. Would you recommend? I mean, really, just because of the circuit training.
Bridesmaids always welcome. So it's a great, any type of exercise is fantastic. If you're in for something a little bit different, maybe a little hardcore, this might be something you might be interested in.
They're all wearing green T-shirts, and so are you. You've actually got the fatigues on.
Oh yeah.
Is that when you're doing the circuit training? And
yeah, I provided these. For these
there.
ladies,
look at those. Great job.
Yeah, I provided these for them today. I wear these during the workout when I'm doing the class for a little bit of atmosphere, and I thought it would be a neat little thing for today too.
To get ready for wedding.
Sure.
And they're doing the circuit breaker. Will you also recommend, say, an eating plan or something to stay,
Well, needless to say,
Suggest.
whenever it comes to, if you're looking for weight loss or any type of physical change like that, there's usually some type of diet that is required or some type of dietary change that is required. I myself, I'm not a dietary expert. Usually I'll just recommend Canada's Food Guide. For the most part, it's better than most people are eating anyway.
Okay.
Anybody who needs anything more specific, I would recommend seeing a registered dietitian.
This is a fairly new program, but it's obviously very popular already. Sure. And is it something that you're going to expand across the country? I mean, for the bride in Halifax or the bride in St. John's? Or?
It's been trademarked, so who knows? Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah,
hopefully,
okay.
sure.
Very good. Fantastic. Thanks very much for coming in. Mark Benjamini, we should mention Audrey Parkinson, Cynthia Dorkin, Kelly Sweetman, and Kavita Shokan. Thank you, all of you, for coming in. Are you tired?
Guys, awesome.
Good workout. Thanks very much.